Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a makeup look that gives you a lot of bang, but with not a lot of effort. You guys know I'm all about those super quick and easy, natural looking makeup looks, but there are times when I want my makeup routine to still be super quick, easy, and natural looking, but I want there to be a little pizzazz. I want there to be a little something different. So I figured I would show you guys a couple things that I like to do and a couple products that I like to go to when I want to kind of like spruce up my makeup, make it look a little bit fancier, but still keeping it quick, easy, and natural looking. It's kind of like an oxymoron. Doesn't really make sense together, but I'm gonna show you. I promise it does. A portion of today's video is also in partnership with Bite Beauty. Oh, makes me so happy. I love Bite Beauty so much. I'm so excited to show you guys their new lip product because it is so good. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the look. Let's get right into it. So I'm gonna start off first with my skin. I actually have not moisturized my skin yet, which is horrible. Bad Jamie. That's why my skin is feeling very, very tight and dry right now. So I think that a really good product to use, especially when you want to moisturize your face, but you're kind of in a little bit of a rush, you want to get things done really quickly, is using a product like this. I've spoken about this a million times on my channel. You know I love it. It's the Youth to the People Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist. The new Laneige cream spray. I totally just blanked on the name, but it's this product right over here. That's another really great hydrating mist. Very, very similar to this. This is basically a serum, but in a mist form. So it's going to just spray a nice hydrating layer all over your face. You can totally replace your moisturizer with something like this. I mean, for me personally, I love like the most hydration possible, so I wouldn't always do that. But if I'm in a rush, if I want to just get things done, this acts as a really great base, almost as good as just a moisturizer. So I'm just gonna shake it up and spray a couple spritzes on my face. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again, prepping your skin and just making sure that it's nicely moisturized and ready for all the products that you're about to put on should never ever be something that should be left out of the equation, because honestly, a good prep and a bad prep could make the difference between a really good makeup look and a really kind of not great makeup look. I'm telling you, it's the biggest thing and I will never not say that. For my foundation, I'm gonna go in with a tinted moisturizer, something that's really easy to use with the fingers. Fingers are the tools of the hand. That's probably the weirdest thing I've ever said, but hey, it's true. You don't have to go searching for a brush or a sponge. You could use your fingers to blend out your base product. And I personally find the best types of base products that blend with the fingers are tinted moisturizers. And the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizers, as you guys know, is one of my all-time favorites. It's very natural looking, very easy to work with. It kind of just like melts into the skin. You really do not need a brush or a sponge with it. So fingers work great. Obviously, just make sure that your hands are clean because otherwise it's a little bit gross. So I'm using the shade 2N1 today. And I'm going to take about that much. And so whenever I use my fingers to blend out my foundation, I'll kind of just like tap the foundation between my hands and then just dot it everywhere so that I'm sure that it's gonna be evenly distributed. And then you just wanna blend it out. And because it pretty much feels like a moisturizer, it's not a thick formula at all, you're gonna see that it's going to just melt into the skin super easily. To give me some nice coverage, and I'll be done my base in like 12 seconds. I don't know. Pretty quick. Whenever I do apply my base product with my fingers, I do always like to go in at the end and kind of just like tap, especially if you find that it's not really applying super evenly with this product. That really shouldn't happen. But even so, I always like to kind of just pat, especially on the areas where I want a little bit more coverage. So for example, just to show you guys, like let's say I want a little bit more coverage, I can go in with like a pea-sized amount. And after I initially applied a really thin layer everywhere, I can go in like just on my cheeks and kind of just tap it out. And I find it keeps the coverage a little bit better than when I swipe. So now that the base is on, I'm gonna go in with my lip, which may seem a little bit backwards, but because this is such a simple look, I am going for a little bit more of, not a super bold lip color, but a bold enough lip color where I kind of wanna be sure that what I put on my eyes, because I am putting something on my eyes, is going to go with it. So Bite just came out with a brand spanking new lip gloss formula. It is called the Yay Sayer Plumping Gloss. So these are actually plumping lip glosses. So these are meant to give your lips a little bit more of like a fuller pout. This is not a typical plumping lip gloss. A lot of plumping glosses can be a little bit painful to wear. They can tingle a little bit too much, be a little bit fiery on the lips. These are very, very mild. They are actually made with cinnamon oil, which is a natural and also a more gentle alternative to like bee venom, which is what a lot of other plumping lip glosses sometimes use. So this is what the Yeasayer plumping lip gloss looks like. You take the cap off and you have this nice little applicator. It's actually a hard applicator. It's not like a soft foamy one. So because it is like a solid applicator, it makes the formula glide on super smoothly on the lips. So I do really like it. You guys know I love gloss. It's my favorite type of lip product to wear because it's super easy. It gives you an amazing juicy effect to the lips, and it's just always flattering. And especially for a look like this, you can use a gloss that's bright and that's intense, but it's not going to take any time to apply, because say with like a more pigmented or with a more matte lip product, you really have to go in and take your time, which takes time. But with a gloss that's bright and that's intense, you could swipe this on in 2 seconds, but you're still gonna get a really impactful look that will give you color, will give you gloss, will give you shine. Time to actually show you what this looks like. So you just kind of twist this up. I'm using the shade Raspberry Swirl, and then you apply. And you see how evenly that applied to my lips? That's because of that applicator. So this is Raspberry Swirl. As you can see, it has really good pigment to it as well, but it's also sheer enough where it still stays really nice and wearable, which is what you typically want from a gloss. I know you're not really supposed to eat your lip product, but when it's on your lips, it's really hard for it not to accidentally slip on your tongue, you know? And this actually has a really pleasant cinnamony taste, which is the weirdest thing. Like, I never actually enjoy the taste of my lip product. I would not recommend eating this. Please don't, but you know, it happens. It's fine. So I think for my lips today, I'm gonna go with the shade Cider Donut. This is like a plummy brown with gold shimmer in it. It's really pretty. It's still very wearable, but because of the gloss and also because of the shimmer that's in here, it's still gonna give some impact to the lips. So I'm gonna apply it to my lips. Oh my God, this color is beautiful. So here's what Cider Donut looks like. It's definitely a very wearable, warm, beautiful nude. But I think because of the intense gloss and also the gold shimmer in here, which is actually pretty noticeable and really makes your lips kind of sparkle a little bit, but I think this is a great color for day to day. You're gonna see why I chose this particular gloss, because I feel like it kind of reflects the same types of tones that we're gonna be putting onto the eyes. So these are the new Natasha Denona Chromium Liquid Eyeshadows, and this one is in the shade Dragonfly, and I think this is such an amazing product to use on days where you want to use very few products but you want a really big effect, because this is pretty much like a duochrome liquid eyeshadow. So you can swipe this on your lid, blend it out with your finger, you don't even need to use a brush, and you are going to get a very multi-dimensional eye look with just one product. This color reflects pink, gold, and kind of like a greeny shade depending on where the light hits your eye. And so this is like the epitome of very little effort, but a lot of impact. So I'm gonna go in straight with the applicator, and you don't even need to prime your eyes with a product like this. So I'm pretty much going about 3/4 of the way on my lid. You could use your finger to blend this out. I'm just gonna use a clean brush just because I feel like it's gonna be quicker. And I'm just gonna blend the edge just so it's not harsh. And you could be as messy as you want with this, because I did not yet apply my concealer, specifically because I wanted to be able to clean up the eye look in case things did get a little bit messy, but it's pretty easy to control. You just wanna make sure the edge is buffed out just so it doesn't look harsh. They did also come out with a couple other shades. Honestly, all the shades are really, really pretty. I just specifically wanted to pick something where I could kind of somewhat match the color on my lips. I do find that when you do not necessarily like a monochrome look from your lips to your eyes, but more so something that really just complements each other, that has the same tones, that has the same type of shimmer, it will automatically just make your look more put together. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm gonna use my Milk Flex in the shade Light, and I'm going to clean up the outer edge of my eye. There's really not much to clean up. There's just like a little bit, but it's no big deal. That's why I did wait to do this. So I'm kind of just drawing a line right on the outer edge of my eye. And this is going to do a nice job of also lifting the eye and just making sure everything is nice and sharp. I do really like this concealer because it does blend really easily with fingers as well. You definitely do not need a brush or a sponge with it. It just melts into the skin pretty quickly, as you can see. I kind of wanted this to be a no brush look, even though I did use a brush to blend out the eyeshadow, you don't even really need one. You could totally just use like your pinky finger just to kind of like, For my mascara, I'm gonna use my Cosmetics Pick Me Up. I really wanted to use mascara that you wouldn't really have to worry about flaking or smudging throughout the day. The Cosmetics Pick Me Up is a tubing mascara. And again, even though this is a quick and easy and natural-ish makeup look, I still want it to be a makeup look that again is gonna have impact, but is also going to last the entire day. What I also love about eyeshadow like this is that it really kind of speaks for itself. You don't really need an eyeliner to add any kind of va-va-voom to it. Like just this is va-va-voom enough. We're almost done. All that's left to do are the cheeks. I'm going to use my Fenty cream bronzer in Macchiato. I mean, do I even need to say it? I love creams, as you guys probably know. I love them most because they're just so natural looking, and especially for a more natural makeup look, you really can't go wrong. I know I did say that I was trying to have this be a brush-free look, and you could totally use your fingers for this. That is specifically why I chose to do creams. But I will be honest, I do find, especially with bronzer, using a brush is just more of like a quicker and efficient way to get her done. So I think this would probably be like the only part of the makeup look where I'd be like, you might want to go get a brush. Oh, I almost forgot about the brows. I am going to be going in with my Marc Jacobs Brow Wow Duo. I wanted to use this because it is a 2-in-1. You have a brow gel and a brow pencil. So oftentimes just go in with this brow gel and leave it at that. It does a great job of darkening my brows a little bit, but also not too much. And if my brows are properly groomed, I find that I'm able to just use this and leave it at that. Especially if you want to do something really quick, just pop in a brow gel, use something that add some volume, add some tint, and you don't always need to go in with the brow pencil. But what's nice about this product is if you feel like you wanted to, you know, pencil in just like a small little area, you don't need to go searching for another product. You could just go on the other end, do a few little strokes where you feel like you need it. Takes 2 seconds. So that's the entire look. So quick, so easy, and I guarantee you the entire day people are gonna be asking you what's on your eyes and what's on your lips. You know what, I'm gonna try one more lip color on because I kind of wanna see how it's gonna shift the look. You know what, let's go in with this guy. This is the darkest shade in the collection. It's called Plum Tart, and this one doesn't have any shimmer to it. It's just like a matte, not matte, because it's obviously a gloss, but it's just a pure, deep red. Ooh, it's like a blackberry stain almost. It's so pretty. Really happy we did that because I actually feel like this color works even better with the eyes, and it even creates more of a statement. And don't you see what I mean? When you use a color that somewhat matches the vibe and tone of the eyes or vice versa, it really just pulls everything together, and it makes it look like you really thought long and hard about your makeup, when maybe you didn't. All right guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and learned something new today. Let me know all of your thoughts down below on everything that I use on my face, and let me know any tips and tricks that you have when you wanna get ready in a hurry. You still wanna create a natural look, but you also wanna look with some impact. What are your personal go-to products or tips and tricks? I would really love to hear them. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy today's video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.